Hi Arty Smarties! This week you're going to be learning to draw the letters inspired by our artist. On the blog you will see that I have included this sheet. As you can see on each corner they are going in one direction, so they're all going towards the right of the page. You can also do it to the left of the page as long as they are going in the same way. That is how you do a shadow on a letter. The first thing you're going to do is you're going to simply draw the white part. Now on my letters, I am going to split up my page to help me see where all of the serifs are and where the main body of the letter is. The serif is what we call the little fancy bits on the letters. So split up your page. Each letter is different, so you're going to need to split it up quite simply depending on where the counters are, which is the holes, and the serifs are, and then the main body of the type. So I would like you to have a go at that first. Split up your page and then you can carry on. Have a look here. I am about to use a ruler to really lightly push a line onto my page so that I have got a nice guide so that I can start my drawing. We're going to draw our letters freehand, which can be very tricky, so please make sure you're always pushing lightly. Start from a corner and use your sketching hand, which is a light pencil on the paper, and using your whole arm to draw circles and to draw curves. Use your whole arm and your shoulder, and any straight lines, please don't use a ruler. There is no need to use a ruler. With hand-drawn type, it can be very rustic, it can be quite organic, so don't worry too much. Really focus on the shape. Focus on the white part of the letter. If you can, try and forget about the shadow. That will come later. As you can see here, I am starting to do the curve. I do rub out a lot, and that just shows that I am constantly looking and editing, looking and editing. I'm using an A4 sheet of paper here. If you're doing a larger letter, for example the H, you might want to choose a larger piece of paper or turn your paper around so that it is landscape. Please make that decision when you are making the decision to what letter you've done. I'm doing a C because of my name, of course. Now it's time to do the shadow. You are going to draw a diagonal line that is the same angle going to the same corner. You can choose left or right, completely up to you. Then you need to follow the curves and the shape of the letter you've already drawn. Make sure your diagonal lines only go on the parts of the letter that it actually can go onto. If it doesn't feel right or it goes into the actual letter you've already drawn, you're not doing it quite right. Make sure you get your angles correct and just make sure you use the sheet as a reference as well. Rub out any lines that you don't need. Here is a super speedy version of me showing you how to fill in your letter. Here I'm using ink and I've blended them together with water. You can use watercolours or ink, or you could even use pencil crayons to blend as well if you want that effect. If not, you can use colouring pencils, felt tips, or anything you have at home. You need a really thick, strong black colour when you are doing the outlines and the shadows to give you the best effect. Here I've used ink and watercolour. You can alternatively use pen.